Hey guys, metaloidmonkey here, and I'm bringing you the Cyclops challenge that Marco and I had planned to play. The rules of this were that we were to only be allowed to build Cyclops, no hogs, not allowed to get gunner or anything like that, not even allowed to get into the reactors, and just basically a straight up Cyclops fight. And it's he's something about a Cyclops micro because he couldn't win the hog micro battle there. But I mean, Marco's still good. He is a really good once player. It's just that I generally win the battles when it just comes down to pure like execution of units. So a lot of time when I play him, I just try to mirror him. Honestly, I mean, I definitely. I feel like I have it's like the Superman and Kryptonite whenever I play him. But I mean, like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm like the greatest once player, but I feel like I just have some sort of strategic edge against Marco. I don't know why, but I don't know. He seems to struggle versus me. So, anyways, I had queued up that base because I didn't want him to know when I was going to take the expansion. Now, I kind of wasn't thinking very brightly, very smartly, intelligently, at least this game, and yeah, as you see, I had to leave collecting crates to go queue up that base. I shouldn't have collected the ones in front of it first. I should have collected the ones that he actually collected off me, or at least the ones to the side of my base, and then gone and collected the ones in front of it so that I would be over there with my hog when I go to buy it, and I'd be collecting supplies the whole time. So I'm actually only going to be able to get 3 things a crate, then he's going to be getting 5, which is annoying, but it's not too significant when we're just building Cyclops. So I'm just building my base, and I'm gonna try to go for Reactor 4th on my main, so that I could just start double pumping Cyclops because they're very cheap to build. And he just comes over and scouts me, but I don't really care too much. I feel like I'm doing the best thing I possibly could do. And so we originally thought this was going to be some sort of long-ass game where it's just going to go back and forth with Cyclops healing and Cyclops hitting bases. But I mean, I already know that you probably can't play defense with Cyclops, even though you would try to heal or try to kill the Cyclops. I mean, I feel like they would just kill the bases too quickly. So my goal from the start is just to get my Cyclops teched up as fast as possible to get high torque joint and adrenaline, and then just run all over the place. Because I love doing that with Cyclops. I mean, I like doing that in matchmaking sometimes. Not in serious games, but just for fun. I'm leaving that last spot on my main base empty so I can get a reactor there. I don't want to risk losing my expansion base if I put a reactor on it, because then I'd be put really far back. I wasn't sure how this would be played out, so we're just trying to be safe by putting the reactors on my main until at least I get stationed. So I mean, he's trying to ram down my Cyclops with his hog, but I'm gonna try to target him now with my Cyclops and hog, and I'm actually able to kill it with a lucky throw. So if you see there, I still have 2 Cyclops. Then they have bits of the hog in their hand. When Cyclops carry something, they move much slower. So I have to separate them from the group in order for them to move appropriately. But I'm not too worried about that. I don't think I'm really going anywhere fast with these Cyclops. It's not like I can really do much damage at this point. Because I can't just sit there and slap at his pads and have him do damage to my Cyclops. I need to keep my Cyclops alive so that my numbers are competitive in the late game. And I just gonna go try to make sure he's not taking an expansion base, and I'm gonna go try to push up on his expo. So now I'm getting repair kit, and I'm just gonna heal that one weak Cyclops. And I've got my hog, so I can help ram his Cyclops if he tries to, or at least scout him out, so that I know that if he tries to push up on me or anything of that nature. So I see he just put up his tech 2, and he's probably trying to get repair kit as well. So I'm not ahead or anything, and it's actually pretty close at this point. I mean, I have to say that we're pretty even right now. So So I'm just gonna make my presence known with my Cyclops so that he can't just sit there and try to take out that base. And I'm just gonna try to get a station going and then get up to high torque joint as soon as possible. Because I mean I can't really do anything until I have it. And I mean we're just talking with each other the entire time. We're just messing around a bit. So we were just having fun with this. And actually now my one Cyclops is gonna throw its wheel or something it's got, and the other one throws its no, I still have the wheel, but the other one threw its little piece of that warthog that he had. So I'm actually gonna be able to go ahead and be able to pay for my Tech 3 right here. And as soon as I do that, then I'll be all set. I'm thinking about carpet bombing, so I wasn't clicking with the reactor yet, but I decided against it because I mean he's walking away, and I'm gonna go down to his main base and see if I can do any damage there. But I mean I don't know. I'm just trying to. I wanted to hit him, but I'm really just trying to stall time so I can pay for a high torque joint. But as soon as I see that turret there, I'm like, I don't need to bother with that. And so now I'm actually just going to heal my hog up. And I mean, my hog's not doing anything, so I can actually just get rid of it at this point. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do here. I mean, it was fun. It's fun having my hog, but it's not necessary. So now I've just paid for field armory, and I've paid for high torque joint. I'm gonna get high torque joint and adrenaline instead of going for reserves or another base, because I don't think it's gonna matter like how many Cyclops you can build as much as it matters like how much faster you go. So my goal is just to outmaneuver and just run all over the place. So I'm just stalling, and he's just like, we're not doing anything. What, you know, this is stupid. We're not getting anywhere. And I'm just like, hold on. I'm just stalling for time because high torque joint's halfway done, and got to get that adrenaline as well. And so my hog's just getting hit by the rubble base, and I was just gonna let it die, but then I was like, oh, I should probably keep it alive, but it was just too late at that point. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and so it's getting close to high torque joint being done, and he's like, you're not even attacking or something like that. Attack me, or something of that nature. And I'm just like, just give me a second. 1, 2, 3. I was like, now. And then high torque joint gets researched, and I'm just too fast. So I'm actually just gonna go up to his expansion base, and I'm just gonna try to kill actually his reactor in the back, because I want to try to prevent him from getting his own high torque joint. Because as long as he can't catch me, I am all set to just ruin his bases back and forth. I mean, his Cyclops are so far out of position that I'd have to say that his Cyclops micro is comparable to Mike Beaston's Spartan micro. And I'm just gonna kill his field armory so he can't get adrenaline. And I'm just gonna try to kill this reactor, and then try to get out of there so that he can't kill any of my Cyclops. I'm just going to be getting reserves and eventually reinforcements. And I'm just enjoying killing his bases. His Cyclops are just so much slower than mine that I'll be able to outmaneuver easily. And since Cyclops are building killers, I can kill the turret, no problem. They're technically infantry, so if you ever encounter someone building Cyclops, and you would build it to be anti-infantry turrets or flamers or jackals for that matter that would counter them, not anti-vehicle. I've always wondered whether anti-vehicle turrets actually are more effective than anti-infantry turrets, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. One's like more like a napalm adherent effect, and the other one's just straight up damage. So now I'm just gonna keep running between his bases, and just if you can see, there's just this huge gap between that big orange blob and my green blob. So kill another one of his supply pads, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna split around the base and I'm gonna catch you. And I'm like, no, you're not. So I'm just gonna run down and around, and I'm just too fast. Look at those little track stars go. I love watching Cyclops run around. I'll spam Cyclops like they're hogs. It's nobody's business.
All units.
So now I'm just gonna go try to kill the rest of his reactors, and I'm all set. I mean, I've got him playing defense. I'm way too fast for him to catch up or anything, and I'm just in a really good position to win. So it's pretty much over at this point. And I mean, Marco and I actually have been working together to put together an intro for my the meta series I'm trying to create. We're working on that. It's gonna take a while. It's definitely a work in progress. He and I get along actually really well. I don't mean him any harm by posting any of these. This was just something we had agreed upon quite a while back, and we figured it would just be fun to try out. But I mean, then he proposed that we try elephants, and no. Yeah, that's just gonna be a race to like defense turret and who can lock down on somebody's pads. So I don't want to do that.
Reinforcements research.
Just double spamming elephants. That just sounds ridiculous. I mean, the fact that they move so slowly and that they... I mean, if you lock it down on somebody's pads, that'd be pretty funny, but... I mean, other than that, I just don't see any way to win with that, because you just can't do damage. I mean, you really would have to get to a defense turret first, and just lock down on their pads. So we were actually trying to discuss like what sort of combos we want to run for the 1v1 tournament, and I mean we were discussing whether we want to run like double UNSC or whether we'd want to have a Covey and a UNSC. And I mean it's tough because I mean we both can play as Anders, but I mean my second leader is Arbiter, and if like everyone's gonna be running a Brute as well, no one's gonna play UNSC versus my Arbiter. They're all just gonna try to combo screw me with a Brute. So I mean it's not that I can't win it. It's just that I'd rather not be put in that position. I mean, I don't really play Brute all that often in ones, so I'd be at a real disadvantage in Brute mirrors. So it's debatable whether we'd run like a Anders Forge or like maybe even a Cutter Forge, Cutter Anders, or maybe even like Forge Brute or something. I was talking with Johnny as well. We don't even know. I was thinking it'd be fun to throw Prophet in the mix for a map or so, but I mean you're just at such a disadvantage on so many maps that it's not worth it, and everyone's just going to run UNSC versus the Prophet. They're not even going to bother running Covey. So I mean it's probably not even worth it at that point. So it's just going to come down to like actual like just leader matchups and decision making, as it always does in ones. Yeah, I still can't figure out the merits of like barracks first or second. I just don't get it, because I just feel like it just puts you at a disadvantage when you do that. But I mean, whatever people like to build, I mean, I'll do it sometimes, but it depends on the situation, honestly. And so I mean, I have more games I'm gonna post. Most of them are actually gonna be 2's games. This is just one of those ones I wanted to get out. I'm just gonna hold off on posting the Anders Arbiter game until Marco and I finished designing the intro, because he's been just designing it with me in Adobe After Effects, and I've been using Skype's screen share feature, and then I've been like talking through like what I'm looking for, what I want, and it's coming together quite nicely, even though we haven't done that much on it. We're just like I'm just constantly like thinking of like more ideas for it, and I'm making it work so hard. So I mean, I think it's really fun. I think it's funny, but I do respect that it is a time commitment for us to take this on. So you know, it's going to be up to him like how often we get to work through this, and hopefully it'll come out really great. And this game's just winding down, and I'm just gonna go for his base here, and he's gonna try to heal it. And Cyclops kill bases faster than they heal bases because they're building killers. And I'm just going to show off my large carpet bomb. And I've been waiting to use this for a long time. And now I'm actually going to try to target a Cyclops down. And as I go to try to do that, he's actually going to resign here in a moment. Because I mean, I have all my high torque joint and adrenaline Cyclops hitting him, and a lot of his Cyclops are really weak. And so hope you guys enjoyed this game, and just leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.